Hi everyone, and welcome back to part 2. Sorry about the shadowing, but it is at night when I'm doing the video. So this is part 2. So if you joined me in part 1, we did the cover for the 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 mini album by 2 1/4 spine. We did 4 hinges for the pages. We did a flip up at the back and a flip that way on the side. So that's where we've gotten up to now. So I have just gone ahead and cut another piece, and this measures, because I just do this on the go, I don't really measure, and it's 6 1/2 inches by 6 1/8 of an inch. And on the 6 1/2 inch side, which is this side, the longer side, I've scored it at 1/2 inch and I've put some tape on. And what we're going to do is we're going to open this flap and attach it to the page that we put in here, and then it's going to go like that. So I am going to, like I did before, push them to one side, peel off just a small little bit. Just peel off a small section like that. I'm probably going to have to lean over because it is black. Line it up at the very bottom of that other piece that we put on and take it up. Oops, hope my head didn't get in there. Before you press it down, just make sure that that piece lines up, and when it does, press your finger in and you can then pull this tape down, and then we can just burnish that down. So now what we've got is we've got inside cover opens this way and it will open that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a magnet. You don't have to have magnets, there are other ways that you can have closures. I'm just using, these are 10mm by 1mm magnets. If I remember, I'll try and remember, I will put a link on underneath where I got my magnets from. Scissors. So I'm just going to attach the magnet there. I'm going to use my 1/2 inch tape. Don't take it too far to the edge, because when you put your paper over, you don't want it to stick. So then what I'm going to do is just find the right way round of my magnet, cut another piece of tape, lift it up, place the tape over the top and let the magnet just drop on. Then holding your piece firmly flat, we can push this piece over and then press that down, and then it's stuck. Then you can just burnish around your magnet. Okay, so now we've got that and it stays nice and shut. The back the one that goes up, I've already gone ahead and done it just for a little bit of quickness, but this piece is going to measure 7 inches by 3 inches, and I have already gone ahead and I've used an X-cut punch that I've got, which is this light doily one, and just, there you go, cut that into it. So you want to score at either end at 1/2 inch, and then that will make it 6 1/8 of an inch, and we are just going to attach that there at the bottom. Really difficult to see because it's black, but if I just pop that there, you'll see that when we put this on, you've got that, and we zoom in, we've got that nice doily effect on there. So I am just going to use my glue, and I'm going to glue on this strip on the side here. Then we're going to glue this one as well. Oops. And then we're going to just put some glue along the bottom like that. So you're going to line it up on that piece that we already put in, and we're just going to line it up there and then press it down. I'm just going to put my pin back in my glue. So you can take a bone folder, or you could just use your finger if you want to do. Just make sure that's down. This art glitter glue does dry clear, so I'm not too concerned about that. So now we've got a pocket, and then this piece is just going to close over the top, and I am going to stick another magnet. So I'll just show you that we've got a pocket there. There you go. So you can see that pocket is a nice size pocket, and it goes all the way to both edges. So that's what we've got there. So like I say, I'm going to use a couple of magnets again. Just want to work out where I want the magnet to be. So if we just place one about there, not too close to the edge, so that you know your paper is going to cover that. So we'll lay that over the top, and then take another piece, pick your magnet back up, and then exactly as we did before, just holding that flat. Oops. And then just, and there we go. So that sticks nicely on there. The tape's just slipped a little bit, but that's fine because it'll just be covered by your paper later. So that's the two inside covers. I hope you saw that. Didn't realise it was that out of shot. So we've got that one there, and then this one there. So then I've already gone ahead and I did, again I used the X-cut punch for my inserts. So I did give you the measurements on these before, and they were 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and you need 4. And all I've done is I found a digital kit. I found it on Etsy. You know, I can't find my strips. Just a minute. Okay, I'm back. So I've just done my mats like this. The back side is plain. You can decorate the back. I might do later, I'm not sure. I've cut these elephant images out on my Cricut. The strips are 1/2 inch. I've cut quite a few out because I don't know how many I'm going to need for this project. And I have used my Distress Oxide Vintage Photo to ink around all the edges. These are just, this is the kit. So you've got some beautiful baby papers in there. They're all really pretty. All elephants and very nice pastel colours. So they just go on, and then you get some backing papers as well. And this digital kit was £1. So you get the spotty one, the checked one, another spotty one. You get a nice zigzag one. You get a lovely star one, a spots one, and this is the stripe. I've just turned it this way and cut all these strips. 1/2 inch strips by it's 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. That's what it prints out at. So if you want to mat yours the same way I have, then your white piece will need to be 5 3/8 by 4 1/2, and then your strip is obviously 1/2 inch by 5 3/8, and then you can just pop your patterns on. So they're all ready for my inserts. So I'm going to pop them to one side because we're not going to really need them. So first page, always remember that we're going to attach your page from these side openings here. So you do want to make sure that your page is always this way with them 2 side pieces before you decorate. We can decide what we want to do. And again, like I said, I just wing it really. I am going to make this album pretty basic, and then what I'm going to do is just build up as we go along, because I'll obviously be making more albums. and then we'll just get a bit more detailed along with it. So the page is 5 3/4 inches. So I'm going to cut a piece off that measures 5 3/4 inches. So again, I'm using that same Clairefontaine card, and I'm just cutting 5 3/4 inches. Keep this because it'll come in handy for a pocket or a belly band or something like that. So that now is perfect on there, and I think I might have it on the side actually. I might just cut this one in half. So what have we got? It should be 11 3/4. So if we make this 11 inches, just 1 minute. Sorry about that, little girl needed a mum. So I am going to cut this at 11 inches. So you can keep that bit if you want, but if not, you know, it doesn't matter. And then we're going to cut these at 5 1/2. So we've got 2 pieces at 5 1/2 inches. Then I am going to get my smaller scoreboard, and I'm going to, along the 5 1/2 inch side, score at 1/2 inch, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch again on the next one on the 5 1/2 inch side. Then you want to fold and burnish both of your score lines, and we also want to add some tape. I'm going to use my 3/8 of an inch tape for this, and pop the tape along that edge, and then we'll just cut that off, and again do the same to the other side. Oops. And then you can just burnish your tape, and then we'll bring back our page, and remember, make sure the opening is that way. And what we're going to do is attach one to this side and one to the opposite side. Okay, so I'm going to just do the same thing. That's what we did before. Taking a little bit down to leave a tab. Line this up at the bottom. I think I might need to stand up. And then just pull your tab out, like so. Okay. And then we're going to do the same on the opposite side. We're going to line that up on that side in the opposite way. So again, just remove your tape and give yourself a little tab. Line it up. You can also now line it up with the bottom, but you can also line it up with the previous mat as well. And then there we go. So now you've got like a gatefold, so you can have them going anywhere you like, and that's what we're going to do on there. And then I think I might add a magnet on that side as well. So let's move them out of the way. Just take some tape, just place that down. take some more tape, and then just take another magnet. And then just close up your page. And then there we go. So that's page number 1. Okay. So then you can turn it over, and I think, what shall we do for this one? I think on this one, I'm going to have 4.5 inches. I'm going to cut a 4.5 inch strip. By, what should we do? By 5. And then by 5 again. So now we've got 2 4.5 inch pieces by 5, and on this one I'm going to have them laying across like that. So on the 5 inch side, score at 1/2 inch on both pieces. And then fold and burnish. And then burnish. And then again, taking your score tape, I am going to, same as before, just run it down that 1/2 inch strip. Okay. And then you can just, so make sure you've got it the right way. So we're turning it that way. And then taking our first piece, we want to pull back that tape, leave a little gap. You could measure or eyeball it, it's entirely up to you. And then I'm just going to eyeball it. Hold that down and just check. And then pull off that tape. And then on the other side, we're just going to pull the tape back. This time you can use this side as a guide and just hold it there at the bottom. Make sure it lines up at the top, and then just pull the release tape off and then burnish. And then you've got that. So that's 2 pages. Is my light on? There we go. So that's the first 2 pages finished. I may put a magnet there, but I might do something else, so I'm not going to do anything to that just yet. Then the next page, so we'll put that over to one side and we'll come in with the next page again. Make sure you've got your page down the right way. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a belly band, I think. So I'm going to bring in my scoreboard first. I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. And then this page measures 5 3/4, so I want to score at, and that scoreboard's a little bit too small, so bring in the bigger one. I'm going to score at 5 3/4, and then I'm just going to take my scissors and cut off round about 1/2 inch. Then I think I want it to be slightly smaller because this is a small album, so I want to bring this in at about 3 inches and just take that off, and then fold and burnish, and then that should fit on there, and it does. So for this I'm going to just use my glue because it does give you a little bit more wiggle room. I'm going to glue this top piece down first. And again, make sure you've still got it the right way. So I'm going to fold this over and place it just where I want it to be, really. And that's about there. Then you can just burnish that down, and then this side, all you need to do is just add your glue, tape, or whatever you want to use. And just fold that down, like so. I'll just pop my pin back in. And there we go. So that's that one. And we can tuck a couple of photo mats behind there. So we'll turn this over, and we've got a scrap. I think what I might... See, what I normally do is get really, really flap happy with my flaps, and I don't want to do that. So what I think I'm going to do is just make... 5 3/4. So I'm going to take out my trimmer, and I'm going to cut this at 5 inches. And then I am going to score it at 5 inches. My 5.5. Also, you want to score it at 1/2 as well. So 1/2 inch and a 5.5. Then you want to fold, because this is going to be a hinge that attaches it to your page. And then that is going to go on there. And then I'm going to fold this over, just making sure it lines up. And then I think I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to line that up at the 4-inch mark and cut that off. Like so. So we've got that. It's like a little fold out. And then we're going to attach this. Might do it that way actually. So I'll fold it back. So decisions when you're on the spot crafting. I'm going to place some tape again along that side. This is why, you know, doing it this way, I just enjoy doing it this way, and you can see all the mistakes, all the, you know, the ways that crafters decide on things. Yeah, so I just thought it'd be a nice idea. So next we're going to do that same thing again, and I'm just going to eyeball it again and line that. Hang on a minute. Then I'm just going to place it down and pull the strip off. Like so. So this time you've got that. Now, might make this into a pocket later on, or I might just keep it out for extra photo mats. So that's pages 3 and 4. Now we move on to 5, page 5. And what do we want on this one? Just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to cut a piece off. That's 5 inches. And then we're going to go by 4. So you want 2 of them the same. So 5 inches by 4 inches. Bring in your scoreboard, and on the 5-inch side, score on either end at a 1/2 inch. Right. How long is this video? Right, we're on 26 minutes. This time we're going to fold and burnish the lines, and then you're going to pop your tape on like we did before. Again, I'm using that 3/8 inch tape. It just sits really nice on the 1/2 inch mark. On that 1/2 inch hinge. We'll do that, and then we'll do the next one. And then we're going to burnish them, and then bring in our page, and this time I'm going to have one at the top here and the other one at the bottom here. So just trim that a bit neater. So I'm going to take off my paper. Yeah, and we're going to line this up at the bottom. Bringing it in the bottom, and then pull your paper off, and then take the next piece off, and we're going to line this one up at the top. So this time you'll just line it up on your edge and make sure your black piece of card is along that top, and then pull off your backing tape, and that is that one. So I may put magnets here. If I do, it'll be here and here, but in the meantime we'll just have it like that. This side I think I'm going to leave plain. I think that was going to stay plain. We'll have a nice big mat area there. So that's that one. And this one I think will have a side pocket. So coming back to one of them scrap pieces, that's just a nice size. This piece measures 3 1/4. Might take it down to 3, but on one side score at a 1/2 inch. And then you know that this measures 5 3/4. Just check. Yeah. So we will bring in scoreboard again and just folding that up, score at 5 3/4. And then I'm just going to cut off this end piece. And then fold this up. And now hopefully this will fit on the side. And it does. So I am going to put it down to 3, like I said, because it is a small album. We'll do it that way. Cut that down to 3 inches. And you can use your punch on there again just to make that nice decorative edge. I'm just going to stick it straight on. So the same as we did on the last pocket is we just want to put some glue on these tabs. And then straight along the middle, at bottom, not middle. And then you just want to make sure you've got your pocket the right way round and line it up. And then just give it a burnish. And there you go. That's a quick pocket. Oops. So now you've created a pocket. And then this side, what shall we do? Just a minute. Okay, so for the last one, I'm going to use another piece of paper, and we're going to do 4 inches twice. So you want 4 inches by 5 by 5. By 5. And then we want another 4 inches by 5. Twice. So you want 4 pieces that measure 4 inches by 5 inches. And then what we're going to do is similar to the one that we did before, is we're going to place these all on the 5-inch side and score each one at 1/2 inch. So I'm going to do that and then come back. So once you've done that, you need to fold and burnish all 4 of these. And then we need to take our piece, make sure you've got it the right way around, and it's entirely up to you, but I'm going to go again this way and this way. Or you could go that way and that way. Yes, I'll go to the top. So we'll just use the top corner of the album, page. Okay, so make sure that's nicely on the top and lined up with the side, and then you can pull the backing off. And what we're going to do with the second piece, because remember we've got 4, is attach it exactly over the top. So line it up as a guide and then pull that tape off and then just burnish. So now you've got 1, 2. Okay, and then repeat that with the bottom. So just moving this to the side, and to line your piece up on the bottom this time. Oops. and then pull off the tape, and then again do it with the same next piece. So we can line it up along the bottom, make sure it's even at the top, and then hold it down and pull out the release piece, and then you've got 2 more. So there we go. So you've now got that. Okay, so that is all of our pages finished. So I'm going to stop there because it has gone on for 35 minutes, and then we'll come back in the last, hopefully last section, and we'll decorate and add the pages. I may have to take it to a 4th section, but I intend to upload every day with the video, so you won't really be waiting around very long. Hope you liked this way of crafting. I hope it didn't bore anybody. I hope you've took something away from it. Give it a go. And yeah, thank you very much for sticking with me, and I'll see you again in the next part 3. Bye.